I remember seeing a quote that the two most important dates in our lives as human beings are the date we're born, obviously, and the date we find out why. I suspect that Eduardo found out why very early in life.
He practices the art of medicine. He is a healer in whatever he is doing.
He's really a kind soul. He feels, and you can see that in him.
He's both compassionate and passionate, and they go hand in hand, and it's him.
Dad's got soul, like he's a soul man.
He's such a beacon of just true patient care. Just genuine care and looking after of his patients like they are his own family.
It's not about what's on the chart, it's about what's in front of him. Health to him is beyond the hospital walls, and the only way you can do that is by gaining trust.
He's an extremely gentle person, but he is fearless when it comes to saying what he's thinking.
We're very fortunate to have him in our community, in our lives.
I met Eduardo in Rio when he was a freshman in a medical school. He used to play the guitar for me. Being Brazilian, and Bossa Nova is very romantic, and he would look straight to me to see if it, was really getting what he was expected to get. We started dating, and from there on, we ended up getting married. We came to this country as an opportunity that came. The University of Miami was recruiting a few students from Latin America, and he was the one chosen to come here. He spent 2 years in Miami doing his internship and residency. Then he came to Boston to do his fellowship, and he got an opportunity to come to Lawrence General. He just said recently that his golden years started when 1982, when he started Lawrence General, when really his journey started.
Family and medicine are two and the same for my father, just because it's the things he cares about the most.
He made time for his family. They were so important to him.
Oh, he's so proud of the family. If you ask him about any of them, he just lights up. Whether it's Vivian, Alex, Gregory, Veronica, Gabriella, they're his nucleus for sure.
He cares about his work that he's put his whole life into, and he cares so much about the family that makes all of that worthwhile. And he lives that every day.
I think Eduardo's legacy, since he came here with his family in 1982, is really about excellence. It's about providing absolutely the best medical care, in his case nephrology, to all of this region, and being able to have such an impact far and wide on the whole community.
He is a crackerjack diagnostician. Renal patients are extremely complicated. There's an awful lot going on, and he always found out what was wrong. It was amazing.
Even if he doesn't know the case, or it's not his patient, he seems to have the answer, and he's always right. He has that type of clinical acumen that transcends most other clinicians.
He is a great healer. He understands that in order for the patient's treatment to be successful, you need to gain their trust. They have to have faith in the treatment you're going to provide to them, and he always took the time to gain that trust.
One thing I could always be sure of was that Ed was for the general. He was for its reputation, its quality, its community.
Lawrence has always been just the perfect fit for him. It's not just because of the Latino community. It's something about people that get disrespected for the wrong reasons. People don't give you the full chance because of some assumption that they don't really even understand. And with nurses, with the community, we're all on the same team in his eyes, and he treats people with the respect that they deserve.
He's just so empathetic and easygoing and just so rational in everything he does that he just has a way with people that's just indescribable, and that's just what makes him so good at what he does.
Eduardo has one of the best relationships of any physician with the nurses I've ever seen.
The nurses really love Eduardo. He's a great teacher, he's responsive to them, he's the person that they know that they can approach.
He knows all of the nurses personally, he knows what's going on in their lives, truly takes an interest, inspires great performance.
He believes in me and gives me the confidence to work at a higher level than I think possible.
Eduardo is a lot of things to me. He has definitely been a mentor since the day I started, and he is really a partner. He's my partner in really the leadership of the organization. His wisdom and advice and counsel has been invaluable.
He is an incredible mentor to me. He has been like a father figure, and probably outside of my own father, one of the most important mentors of my life. He taught me to look deeper into the way people behave within organizations to understand problems.
As a leader, he's really amazing. He just has this way of being able to bring people who are at totally different sides of an issue and be able to navigate them to really come to an agreement.
I've never experienced Eduardo saying something in a board meeting that wasn't right to the point and critical to the decision-making of the board.
The clear message that Eduardo delivers and has delivered to the board is to do the right thing. And the right thing translates to what is in the best interest of our patients.
His impact and legacy is truly great leadership. Great leadership is attuned to the soul of an organization, and that attunement allows change to just flow naturally.
I think Eduardo is very excited about our future. He's seen some things happen here over the past few years that he always had as a vision. Part of it is the coming together of the whole medical community with the hospital. Part of it is continuing to advance all of our clinical expertise and improve the facility itself, including our beautiful new surgical building. Eduardo, I want to thank you for being my partner, and congratulations on this very well-deserved award.
You define exactly what we were trying to achieve when it was created, and on behalf of our patients, thank you so much for all your contributions and leadership.
You received that award because of the love that you have for what you do every single day.
Thank you for giving all that you do to your community, your patients, your family, and me.
Thank you for always being a buddy, and knowing we're gonna be buddies forever is pretty freaking cool to know with your dad.
Thank you very much for all that you've done, all that I know you're going to do for Lawrence General.
Ed, I want to thank you for being a solid colleague, a good friend.
Thank you for the positive effect you've had on my career and my life.
I appreciate your friendship, and thank you for that.
You are so good at what you do, and I love you so much. Thank you for inspiring me every single day.
You deserve this recognition more than anyone else I can think of, and I hope you let it sink in.
You people may not know this, but my dad, as soon as he gets home, he's more rock and roll than Mick Jagger. I'm surprised he's not in the next issue of Rolling Stone.